Hey, what's going on, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be running you guys through how to build an AI sales agent that's capable of generating 30K plus per month. I'm going to run you guys through exactly what I've done for my company, Scale Agents, and how we've gone about setting up these AI sales agents and AI marketing agents to fulfill on businesses and help them book their sales calls and book their consultation appointments. And so we're only booking qualified leads onto these sales calls, and ultimately just saves time for the business owner because they don't have to rely on nurturing, following up with leads, managing a shitty sales team. This is obvious, but the best part is these AIs work 24/7. They're way cheaper than paying a human to do this capacity of work. There's so many reasons why AI is currently undercutting the sales agent industry or the appointment setting industry. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Now, this is from a very high level, exactly the impact we're having as far as the AI sales agents and how they're assisting in marketing. So there's three main impacts. We're assisting in generating leads and funneling those leads onto conversations with our AI, setting those appointments, and then helping with closing those appointments as well. We usually have a post-booking AI that sends reminders, that acts as a point of contact. But I want to run through everything one-on-one so you're not confused. So our most successful clients that are leveraging our AI sales agents are using these three traffic streams. Running ad traffic, usually through Meta, Instagram, Facebook, but we can also easily sync this up with Google or LinkedIn as well. Organic traffic, so this is usually going to be social media traffic, usually Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn again, or organic Google as well. So these two go hand in hand, and then lead lists. So any client that we first work with, they're going to have some leads previously, of course, in their CRM, and so we'll usually do a database reactivation campaign off the bat and try to spark a conversation with these leads, usually through the SMS or email channel, and try to book some additional sales calls, because this is such a low-hanging fruit with the lead list. It's a steal, might as well do it. Otherwise, the leads are going to continue to collect dust. However, the most impactful stream is truly going to be ads, because as soon as a lead inquires, we're immediately reaching out to them. We're immediately nurturing them. They're going to be hit with several phases of follow-ups as well. So the concept is all of this traffic, we call it an Omni-Channel strategy, all of this traffic is going to be filtered into our AI system, and then once on our AI system, they're going to be outreached on all messaging platforms that we have available to us. In most cases, it's going to be SMS and email, of course, but then we can also automate WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. We can even do voice dialing as well, both inbound and outbound voice calls. From what I've seen, the messaging agents work the best. Like, honestly, our most successful clients rely on us to automate all of their messaging channels, and then they rely on like their sales guy to call up all the leads that are high intent, and we have an AI pipeline that scores leads accordingly based on where they're at and, you know, if they're showing interest or not and they haven't booked in already. And just to open your mind for a second, guys, as far as how these AI sales agents are set up, if you can think it regarding how you need a lead conversation to go, objections that you need handled, follow-ups, like the timing in which follow-ups take place, if you can think it, we can set it up. I've personally done over 200 builds, and so I'm very much familiar and confident in these AI sales agents' ability to actually book sales calls. It's cool because, you know, unlike the traditional like cookie cutter go high level AI agents or a lot of these cookie cutter agents that are out right now, you know, they're intended to be like one to many in the sense that they make them very user friendly so they can get a lot of users onto them. But what do you get? A pretty mediocre model that, you know, doesn't handle everything we need. But in my company, we only take on a few clients a month, and we're very custom with setting up our builds. There's so many testing phases that go through. It's a done for you service we're offering with our clients after all. So we spend a lot of time with the AI conversation flows, and even when we go live, monitoring the conversation flows. Because when we do testing and when we present it to our client, you know, we're kind of having biased testing take place because we're fishing for answers. So there's usually a lot of value in unbiased leads, just having a natural conversation with a lead, in which case we'll usually tweak the knowledge base and tweak the AI brain, the conversation flow accordingly. Ultimately, the end goal, though, is to nurture them and follow up with them on all messaging platforms. Usually, email is going to be more drip-oriented. You know, maybe every couple days we'll send them an email. SMS, usually after the first week, we'll kind of tone back on the frequency of messages. You know, you really have to find a fine line with, you know, hammering these leads, but also not annoying them. And that's usually just going to also vary per industry on, you know, how aggressive or lack thereof we need to be for these leads. Ultimate goal, though, is for the AI on whatever platform we're conversing with the leads on to book them onto a sales call. Another cool thing about the AIs that we set up, which I recommend you guys do too if you're looking to build these out yourself, is going to be setting them up so they're cross-platform. So if we're emailing the lead and suddenly they text us, the AI needs to be able to recognize that that's the same lead. Another really strong suit on why businesses are going with us and why this AI sales system is currently generating 30K a month is because we have our AI set up to where it really feels like they're talking to a human, because we have wait stages. The AI won't reply instantaneously. It'll take a couple minutes to reply. Or if they get hit with double or triple text messages, the AI isn't going to reply back with that same number of double text or triple text and make for a hideous looking conversation. The AI pauses, collects all the information from all the different texts and responds coherently with one reply, which makes for a lot more of a fluid conversation. Something cheeky that I recently started doing as well, every once in a while a lead may hit us up at like 3 a.m. and we may not have the AI respond back until 7:45 a.m. the next morning. So it really feels like it was a human behind the scenes all along. And when it comes to sales rapport and appointment setting, this is going to be crucial that the leads actually think they're talking to either the business owner, the founder, or just a sales guy on the team. So it's all about how we represent the personality of the AI, right? And then of course, once the lead books in, we're going to be verifying their time. If they need to cancel or reschedule, the AI can handle that. Appointment reminders, confirmation. And then another thing that I recommend including if you're booking sales calls, either for your own business or for your clients, is going to be sending pre-call information prior to the sales call, just so the lead is a little more warmed and you can have the AI deliver all this information that you're sending over to it. So I want to run through some numbers just to give you guys a bit more of an idea on the true impact this has to marketing efforts and why we like to use this to complement ads so much. So ignoring this backend automation section down here, a straight funnel, like a typical funnel, is going to be ad traffic over to an opt-in page, VSL, sales calendar, and then thank you page, book them in. Okay, cool. So really the impact our AI sales agent is having is all the opt-ins. All of the opt-ins that we're getting, of course, not all of them are going to book in. So the AI compensates with all of the drop-off, and it hammers all that drop-off of leads that clearly had some sort of interest. They had some stage of interest because they gave us their information, right? So just to run you guys through some quick example numbers, let's say we're running ads and we get 1,000 page views over to our initial landing page. Ideally, in a perfect world in our marketing efforts, we want about a 10% opt-in rate, right? So now we have 100 page views that have opted in to watch our VSL. Let's say the VSL is doing great, it's converting well, it's compelling enough, so the VSL alone has booked in 15% of our 100 page views. That puts us at 15 sales calls booked. That's great and all, but what about those other 85 people that dropped off? That's where AI sales agent follows up with them on all messaging platforms we have available. Heavy hitters are usually going to be email, SMS, or voice if applicable. And the whole job there is for the AI to attempt to book in an additional percentile. Usually over time, like if you give it maybe a couple weeks worth of nurturing, we're able to book about 10% additional over to your sales calendar. So the AI helps to overall get us some additional leads booked on. So without the AI agent in the back end to nurture your leads and assist in your booking rate, we're at about a 15%, but with the back end automations to assist in your booking rate, make sure that you and your business and your offer is at the top of the lead's mind if they are ready to pull the trigger. And more importantly, there's always a point of contact. It doesn't matter if it's a weekend, it doesn't matter if you're sleeping, it doesn't matter if you're on vacation, there's always a point of contact available for a lead to get in touch, to get their questions answered. And ultimately, this will just help business owners make more money in the long run because we're booking more sales calls for them. It's funny because with this offer right now for like online service providers, for anyone with a high ticket offer that's running ads online, we're actually guaranteeing that we'll increase their overall appointment booking rate without them having to spend more on ads. And this is really the logic behind that. They're spending that same $100 a day. The only difference is the impact that we're able to have on the leads that we're generating is a lot higher because we have more touch points with them. Okay, sweet. So now I wanted to run through this flow real quick. So this kind of looks similar to that past visual I was telling you about as far as at the start, our funnel remains the same as far as our traffic sources, whether that be ad traffic, organic traffic, or lead lists. Something I wanted to note though, and why this system is so efficient, the only manual tasks that are taking place is at top of funnel, pressing publish on your ad campaign, posting your organic content, or feeding the lead list. That's it. And then the next manual task is straight up hopping on the sales call. Or better yet, if you have a closer, then your closer hops on the sales call. That's hands-free for you. You just got to worry about that Stripe invoice hitting your account, right? So what we'll do with our ad traffic and organic traffic is we'll obviously push them through a funnel so we can immediately get data collection. Especially with running ads, if you're not doing data collection, you're not owning the data you're paying for, and you're essentially just letting Meta be your bitch that way. You have to do data collection, otherwise you're just wasting money that you're already spending on Meta. Might as well capitalize on it, right? And then of course with the lead list, we already have their data, so we don't need to push them through a funnel. We can immediately greenlight them onto the AI sales agent. So then the idea is the AI will reach out to them, have the Q&A, drop any lead magnets if available. Again, we do very custom builds, so some of our clients are online influencers, in which case we have plenty of lead magnets or content we can push in their face. Others are more traditional businesses like a financial consultant or an accounting firm, in which case it's more about getting their service delivery out there, showing them their packages. It's a little more serious, a little more clear cut as far as what they're offering. Again, I've done over 200 projects at this point, and no build has been alike. It's honestly just really cool the way we can set these up. The best thing I can say is if you can think it, we can build it. It usually impresses people when I say that, but it's true. It's true. Of course, we have our follow-up sequences as well. This is custom, but the idea is we're pushing them over to a booked sales call. Now, we use Go High Level for like the base platform for our builds, and I'll show you into some of my pipelines here in a second. One thing I will note though is we are not using the internal AI agent tool Go High Level has. It's very limited. It's cookie cutter, like I said. It's beginner friendly. Worst part though is they white label it, so every 1 cent you should be paying, cost per message generated, you end up paying 3 or 4 cents. So at scale, they kind of scalp you. The way we set up our builds, we use third-party automations and API calls, so we go straight to the source and get the cheapest cost per message generated for this AI brain to think. So it's an extremely lean model to run, which is awesome. So at scale, when our clients are having hundreds or thousands of conversations with leads that are inquiring from ads in a given month, the AI system is only running off of like maybe $50, $80 in overhead monthly expense for the AI to have all these conversations, which is just fucking awesome. Anyways, within Go High Level, that's where we do all our organization though. We'll assign them to a team member, whoever's gonna be taking the sales call. We'll update our pipeline accordingly. Even these pipelines are custom. And since we're running ads, once they get pushed over to the thank you page, we need to trigger our conversions API pixel so we can optimize for website schedules or optimize for book calls. And over time, this will allow for a really high converting ad campaign because we continue to feed that pixel with qualified leads that have booked in with us. Then, of course, this is some basic stuff, but on the back end now, we'll have automated reminders going out, 24-hour reminder usually, maybe 2 or 1 hour out reminder. But on top of these like preset reminders, we have the AI there as a point of contact. So if the lead ever replies like, oh, wait, what time is my appointment? Or, hey, wait, what is your service delivery again? Or, hey, I forgot that video. Could you send that over again? The AI is there to handle all of those random dynamic questions they have. Then, of course, we have our email and SMS confirmation sequences as well, specifying the time, date of their booking. And like I said, if AI replies, it'll go there. And honestly, what I recommend for anyone that's running an online sales offer or, your booking calls, have some sort of pre-call video for them to digest. This is going to do nothing but allow you to have more straightforward sales calls. Like anytime a lead is booking in with my offer, I have them watch a video sales letter where I dive in deep to our service delivery on how I can guarantee that we'll increase their appointment booking rate without having to spend more on ads, how they can white label our services and turn around and deploy these to their own clients if they're a fellow marketing agency. I just talk about all the nuances. I go through client results, testimonials, case studies we've done, and this ultimately warms the lead, gets them more compelled and convinced on your offer. So ideally, by the time they show up, they're already sold to some degree. Like one of the fastest sales calls I've ever had was with a guy that was fully converted before even hopping on the call with me because he watched the pre-call video. And so it was just formalities, signing a contract, sending over that Stripe payment, bada bing, bada boom, new client close. And then lastly, like I said, join the sales call. That's the last manual task. So pressing publish on your ad campaign, posting your content, and then hopping on that sales call. Everything else in the middle, as far as procuring that lead, is completely hands-free. So yeah, guys, that's the quick rundown of things. If you want to learn how to build out an AI sales agent of your own, I'm going to leave a video link here right now. I'll also leave it in the description below. It'll be a tutorial on how to go about building your first ever AI sales agent to conversate with your leads, book sales calls. I go literally from start to finish, how to set it up. Obviously couldn't cover all that in just this video. So this is a high-level video to explain how it works. If you want to actually build out your sales agent so you can get this whole thing going, go watch that video. And if you are a marketing agency or you are a business owner with a high ticket offer and you're looking to book more sales calls or you're looking to book more sales calls for your clients using our automated system that I just went over, I'm going to leave my booking link down below. Feel free to book in a call with me. Or if you straight up just want access to an inner circle community of fellow online AI entrepreneurs, fellow AI marketing agency owners, I'll also leave a link to my private community. You get my entire full stack of automations, literally everything I do. So if you kind of just want to fast track your learning and not have to go through some cookie cutter builds and you just want a snapshot of everything I've done within my Go High Level account, I'll also leave the link to the AI toolkit down below. We do live weekly calls hosted every Friday as well. Literally everyone that shows up to these calls ends up printing in some way, shape, or form. Just by the sheer energy of the caliber of people that join these calls, it's super cool. I've had multiple students that have joined up, created their own AI agents, and then turned around, either sold them or used them for their own business. Okay, so I'm on Go High Level now. This is a quick look into one of my automated pipelines. The bordering is a little weird, so just ignore that. But the idea is when a new lead comes in from ads, they'll be noted as new lead. I have a wait stage before the AI reaches out just to see if they book in autonomously through the funnel. If they don't, if they drop off, then the AI reaches out and it will continuously try to spark a conversation with them both on email and on SMS. If and when the lead replies to us, they'll be updated to talking with AI. If they make it far enough in the conversation flow to where the AI proposes the call, they'll be updated to call proposed. And then of course we have our appointment booked and then no response after follow-ups. What I want to note is this is a very significant section in the pipeline. One, because if we're getting a lot of calls proposed and they're not converting on their own into booked calls, usually we'll tweak the conversation flow flow. But two, how I was saying earlier, that my most successful clients rely on one of their sales guys to call up all the high intent leads that are talking with AI. This is usually where we want the sales guys to call up all these leads because they've showed some clear interest, they've had a conversation, they're qualified, AI proposed the call, okay, let's get these guys in, let's get them to pull the trigger and book in a call because they're clearly interested to some degree. But yeah, guys, that's all for me. I hope you found some value in this. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Happy to answer all of them. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video.